Hi, everybody. I'm coming on another impromptu live because Spirit wants me to. So I will give it a little bit and see if people come on for an urgent message coming through. I know it's urgent. It came through in the shower. Like, I literally just got out of the shower. My hair is all wet and I'm getting ready to go. So I got to get all purdied up. So I may get ready a little bit while I'm talking to you guys. I am getting the heck out of Dodge today. So we'll see if anybody comes on. Give me a second. I'm going to actually go close my door because, again, this was really impromptu. So come on in, whatever, by live. Hello. See if anybody joined me. I'm doing a weird screen share. Forgive me. Oh, no, what's going on here? Oop, nope, I don't need that. There we go. All right, so now I can see. So hello, come on in. Nobody's here watching. Oh, there's two watching. Okay, cool. I gotta make sure somebody gets the message out. So while I was doing my thing, I was, hang on a sec, given the messages of a few things. So for those of you who have done my pyramid workshop, okay, the message first is for you guys. Something's changing, okay? I'm not the same. I'll tell you that right now. I'm shifting. I can't seem to stay awake. So there's a lot of fatigue. I cannot work right now. If I try to do a healing or tap in too much to like an individual, I get extremely drained. Okay, so I need those who did my workshop for the pyramid activations to hear me. We are under a protection. Okay, and so Spirit, again, remember what I said to you in the workshop. Spirit is coming through saying that's going to last a little bit longer. Some of you are struggling, is what they're telling me. So they're going to keep that on for quite some time. Okay, so that is for the individuals in my workshop. You are changing, so just be mindful of that. You're going to be the first ones to feel the energy shifting, all right, because you did it with me, or you were there and I connected you to the energy, to understand? So that's what's up there. Another part of their urgent message, you guys, is somebody I know pointed out to me, because again, I don't watch mainstream media. I had to tune out. I told you guys a long time ago that Spirit told me to detach from what is falling. I left Facebook. I gave warnings there. And we've talked, many light workers have talked about mainstream media. They are not reporting anything right now that's real. You can look that up. Like, I've been paying attention to the weather. I know where the tornadoes, or sorry, I don't know why I keep calling them tornadoes. Earthquakes are hitting. It is not normal areas for the most part. Okay. And do you see the mainstream media posting about it? All right. So Spirit's message is be very careful and leery of those that are detached from reality. For any of you who follow me, which the ones here usually do, I have talked about what Spirit showed me. Okay. So after the work I've been doing, it was like we separated things from reality, and they had showed me like a stamp, and the stamp had glue, right, holding it together still. Now, after I did the final pyramid activation, the glue was done. The stamp was separated completely. All right. And so that's what Spirit, I know it sounds weird, sounds cryptic. If you don't want to hear me, that's on you. It is completely detached from reality. So be very leery of those that are detached from reality right now. Okay. That is what's coming through. Let's see if we have any comments. Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm doing better, Angela. I wonder how you guys are feeling. Let me know. I'm going to switch back and forth on the screens because this one gets wonky, but I'm going to keep checking for questions and stuff. I've got a little while, so I might do a little message if not a lot of people come in the end of my conversation. But I'm getting ready to bunk out of town today, so I'm really excited. Okay, so be leery of those that detach from reality. The mainstream media is going to fall. It is not attached to reality. They are not reporting on what's going on in general. It's like this main focus on the same stuff, right? The Rona, the presidential crap, and then of course celebrities. Those three concoctions are always how they've and there's like no really going any further as far as the ones that are going to fall. So I need you to be mindful of that. Okay. And this is going to happen all around. This is Spirit's message. This is going to be the reality everywhere you're looking right now. Okay, so Amy, I hope you heard me about the workshop. You are still being protected. A couple of us are struggling. Oh, that's another thing they said too. Let me go back. Sorry. I get a little crazy in the energy sometimes when I'm channeling for Spirit. It's just, I enjoy it and it just flows. So forgive me. But especially those that did my workshop, but anybody who is connected, stay away from substances. That is Spirit's number one message, as well as watch out for those who are detached from reality right now. They're the ones not seeing what's going on in the world. They're the ones not paying any attention, paying any mind. They're following the mainstream media. They're still in that muck. Okay, not all of them are going to go anywhere, but we've got to be leery of that. Don't follow those people. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Plant seeds and hopefully some of them will follow you. But so that's what's up. And do not take substances. I mean alcohol. I mean Tylenol right now, especially if you did my workshop with me. These energies are unprecedented. They're big. I feel them. I've got a headache today. I feel out of this world. And that's what's up, right? Again, we're the frontliners. So hear me when I tell you, don't take substances because it might make you sick. So even a Tylenol might make you sick. It might make you detach from reality. And right now you can't do that. You need to be able to feel your body. You need to be able to rest when you need to rest. And you need to be able to receive the downloads you need to receive. Okay? And so Sean had pointed out to me, he's like, why is mainstream? He didn't know about the earthquakes, you guys. And I'm like, oh my God. So they're completely detached. They're not reporting on these things. So please take your own news sources, follow things on YouTube that seem more reality, right? Things of that nature. It's really a weird concept to think that most of the world is detached right now. But that's what's going on. Okay. All right. Well, Kathleen and Angela, you guys were not in my workshop, so it may not affect you as bad. Yeah. So Angela, there's nasty energy everywhere. That's why I got to get out of these apartments. See, Amy, that's what I'm saying. I keep going back to sleep and then waking up and going back to sleep. And I called on Sean yesterday and he came over and I felt so comforted and all I wanted to do was sleep. So I'm telling you, it is there. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Amy. Hi, everybody. So just be mindful. If you came to the workshop for the pyramid activation, it's going to affect you tenfold. Okay. For the others, it won't probably be as bad. Yes, Kathleen, Amy says try heat or ice pack for headache. Yeah. I mean, Advil, Advil has caffeine in it. And that's probably the number one ingredient that works. So just be mindful of that too. That's usually why those tend to work. It's what you're lacking. So let's see what else Spirit had to say, because those ones were urgent. I feel like it's really urgent that people hear to watch out for what is detached from reality. If something seems like they're not there, do not follow them. Okay. Ooh, sorry, my screen got wonky. I didn't switch it. Don't follow them. There is a prediction of a big earthquake coming in California soon. Okay. And another one in New Zealand, another 8.0 or above. And do you see any of them talking about it? It's weird. Like reality has changed. And I've been warning you guys this. Like I have not deviated from my warnings. Okay. The last thing we need to do is to isolate. I know you guys don't understand some of these things. I'm not killing the world. Okay. We are bringing heaven to earth. That's what I've told you from the beginning. If you don't remember, watch the very first video of warning for what's to come that I did. And it talks about bringing heaven to earth. It talks about, some of that. And that's what it's really about. Okay. So hold space that it's can be scary when you're looking at all of these earthquakes hitting everywhere continually. What does that mean? Like, it's scary. Okay. It is, but don't be in fear. Don't be in fear. Here, there's this guy I want to share with you guys, and I really liked what he had to say. And he's kind of goofy to me, but he's very connected, okay, in his own way. Right. Remember, none of these are connected as much as I am. Okay, you guys. So just take note of that. I'm a little different breed, but this guy talks about the event like no other. Okay. And so I'm going to play this for you a little bit. I really like what he had to say. Oh, do you want to go first? Darn commercials always get in my way. So I'm going to play this for you.
Because of fear that they're not perfect.
Okay. Rewind a little bit. He's a really good light worker.
Are you scared? Are you fearful about being perfect? The subconscious program of being perfect lowers self-esteem, lowers confidence, and prevents people from becoming the person that they came here to be. Stop waiting for perfect. In a world full of fake, have the courage to be authentic.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I am Michael, and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. Are you scared about being perfect? A lot of people never grow because of fear that they're not perfect. This is a subconscious program, and it's going to prevent many people from creating whatever it is you want to create. We're all the creators, the builders of the 5D Earth. And we're shifting what this reality has been. And we're shifting it to something that's going to be new.
Very.
And it's going to take courage. It's going to take strength to step out there without fear. This subconscious program of being perfect, it puts so many people in the vibration of fear and shame. You might say, this work that I'm doing is not perfect. Or maybe you feel yourself. You might not feel, you say you look perfect. The subconscious program that has been pumped out into the people's subconscious mind, it holds people back. It's fake. There is no such thing as perfect.
Okay, I just wanted to play those key things for you. He's brilliant. Uh-oh, what's going on? Let me catch up. Oh, yes, Gigi, absolutely. Her name is Maxine. I will do a little healing after the live for her, okay? You don't have to tell me what it is or anything like that. I will do a little healing for her, for Maxine, okay? The best I can. Be mindful, those that did the pyramid workshop with me. It's massive and it's not understood yet. I do. I feel like it's home. I feel like every day I'm feeling closer to home. I know it looks like I've brought about the end of the world if you're living in that fear, if you're focusing on the earthquakes. Okay, it does kind of look like I'm bringing about the end of days. It does, right? This is biblical stuff. but it's not the end of days. Remember, what you focus on, you're going to create your reality right now, especially. And I've been telling you guys for a whole year, right? And this isn't just for you that follow me. I know you guys hear me a lot, but somebody else might need these messages. Okay. So keep that in mind too. Oh my gosh, Amy. Yeah. See, I'm telling you. So Amy's seeing stuff. Amy was in my pyramid workshop, you guys. Again, I'm going back and forth on screens because that one gets wonky. And so that's what I'm telling you. But Amy, do you see anybody that's like the mainstream media or things that would normally be reporting these things report? Like, it's really different. The world around you, and I'm getting a lot of chills when I say this, is very much so different. And so a majority of people are not seeing right now. They're not knowing where to look. They think everything's normal, and that's the scary part. To me, that's the only part that's worrisome. Because if you're able to tune in, if you're able to listen to your guidance, if you're able to feel your body, and if you're able to, which an Advil is not going to be the worst detrimental. So if you guys did that, I don't want you to freak out. I've had a little Bailey's. I'm sure you'll be okay. For those that did my workshop, do not, because you will get sick. And they're extending the protections, okay? For those of you that did my workshop. If you have been ignoring the messages I've been giving you all year, chances are you're feeling rough right now, okay? So I know somebody needs to hear that. You're probably feeling rough right now, and it's because you're slightly detached from where you should be, okay? And I know you guys don't understand the work I did, because I barely did. I do more and more every day that this energy rises. It's feeling like home, and everything's making more sense to me. I detached shit from reality so it can be removed. And I've been saying that for a while. What will not stay will be removed. You know, we stand together and they fall together. Okay, that was in most of my workshops as well. From number 1 to number last, I believe, is the 2 that was in. United we stand, united you fall. And so you can't fall if you're attached to our new reality. Does that make sense, you guys? And so Gigi, I'm hearing she's sick too because she's got some stuff going on. So it's like, not only are we releasing, we get sick when we release sometimes too. Okay, so I'll look into that and I'll send some healing her way. I feel like there's been some detachment for her too from her like vital things like third eye, hypothalamus, thyroid. All of those things are a little bit toxic for her right now, is what I'm hearing. Gigi, I hope you're hearing me because this is just coming through. I told you I've gone through some changes, but then I get really fatigued, so be mindful of that. I can't work too hard right now. But you know, Spirit's really urging you guys to be mindful of what is detached from actual reality. And right now that might be hard to discern. And that's why it's super important to be sober as best you can, especially if you did my workshops. If you did the pyramid workshop, you guys, I don't know if Andrea's watching my videos right now. She may not be. But if you did the pyramid workshop, you may be feeling some stuff. You're not alone. Please do not isolate. You're being protected in a different way. And you've got to be mindful of what you're putting into your body. Okay. And I believe I said this at the workshop. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, cool. All right, Gigi. Exactly, Amy. They're all worried about Biden and Trump, but it's all bullshit, right? It's so detached from reality. It's just so detached. And it's weird. It really is weird to see. Now, I know things are not done. My next workshop is on the 18th. So that's what, over almost 2 weeks away. About that. And that one is for activating DNA. Okay. And I feel like a majority of the event, whatever this is going to lead to, should be completed by then, or playing out on a large scale and knowing what we're doing. Again, you guys, there's a lot more warnings out there. Oh, that was the thing, is I wanted to give you guys another resource. Force 13 earthquakes is another one that I've been watching. They do live ones. It's a live play of all the earthquakes. And it's really good. It gives you like an alert, and you can see all the higher ones and what date and time they hit. New Zealand is still continually getting hit. Look at the locations of these earthquakes, you guys, compared to where I did all of my workshops from day one. For those of you who follow them, they are very significant. And remember, Amy, Fiji, we raised one out of the water. So you're talking about things coming out of water. Yeah, and icy land going in water. Okay. And so if you feel the urge to leave, don't wait. That's what I'm saying to you. How do we know what our time frame is for when the water is going to hit land? How do we know what our time frame is for if these earthquakes are going to get worse or dissipate? As far as dissipating, that's hard to see right now because they're just continuing. Okay. So just be mindful of that. All right, you guys. So here's this one. I will share the link there in the comments. The comments section. Hi. Hello. Oh, that's not mine. Sorry. Wow. See, I'm not even awake. See what I mean about out of it? Like I'm totally out of it. And I'm sober. So I know it's just being out of it. Okay, so there's that link to that one. They do. You're welcome, Gigi. No problem. I got you guys. I've got you guys. Okay. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit because this is our life now, right? Like if I sit here and keep sugarcoating, I know what's going on now. I know who I am now. This guy right here, I'll share his link with you guys too, that talks about the event. Watch more of his too. He's kind of goofy to me. He is, but he's very in tuned. And so I would recommend watching him for whatever the event is. Okay. He's part of that 144 talk and all that kind of stuff. Some of you may have already heard him. Yes. See, Gigi, yes. So that's right. You did the Fiji workshops. Okay. So any of you that did those, Gigi, I would be mindful of anything that's in what's going on. You're feeling a lot of tingling because yes, we are up leveling big time. And if you look at a lot of the earthquakes, they're centered around and outwards of Fiji. And some of the earthquakes have never been hit in areas before. In one of my workshops, you guys, I don't know if you remember if I did this one in a workshop with everybody or in a meditation and I posted about it, but I lightning strength Ghana. They're having earthquakes in Africa where they've never had them before. Okay. So shit is very real. It's no joke. I love it. Remember, we're bringing heaven to earth. That doesn't talk about killing off earth and starting over. That's not what we're doing. What is detached shall fall. So do not follow what is detached from actual reality. And the only way you're going to know what reality is right now is being in tuned. Okay. And that's Spirit's message, being in the here and the now only. All right. That's the only thing you can do right now. Angela, that little bit of Bailey's is fine, right? As long as you're still able to stay in the here and the now and you're not too far out there. I would not go get drunk right now. We don't know. I don't know where all this is going to lead to. I have said, how long has it been, Amy, since I've talked about changes in tide coming in through San Francisco? It's been a while. I've seen that one several times. I'm holding strong to that visual. We don't know exactly when. They were predicting another big earthquake for California today. One hit in Mexico last night. I mean, it's continual, right? So it's really important for you to just stay in the here and the now, do what we need to do as we need to do it. As he said, it's going to be important to be strong in your own abilities. Okay. If you're a follower right now, you could be very much so in trouble. If you're still, stuck in 3D concepts, a lot of drug use, I know you guys aren't, I'm not talking about you guys, but I'm just saying for those in the world that are, I wouldn't want to follow them. I would not want to listen to them about how, this is nothing. Look at the mainstream media is not saying anything about the weather. So all those YouTube channels must be wrong. Those YouTube channels are doing live shows of the actual things that watch these things, right? So they're not wrong. They're not making it up at all. They're actually in the reality. Follow who's in reality only. Stay in the here and the now. Be mindful. of your body. Okay. Your body, the animals around us are our key points. Remember me saying that to you. And if you're blocked right now, there's a reason for things. Okay, so be mindful of that as well. We're not grounding to the earth right now. Again, there's still no grounding to the earth. It's going to be a little while. You can connect to her, just like I said. Talk to her. She is listening. Her energy is astounding right now. It's super easy to connect to her without grounding to the core. That may change altogether how we used to ground. Okay, and I'm getting a little bit of a confirmation on that anyway. So remember, I'm going to be teaching you guys all of these new things coming. I don't know how many of us know how to live in Atlantic energy that are here, or Atlantis, whatever. Again, this remains to be seen somewhat. But be mindful, we are in the midst of the event. Okay, I started the event, and it's been a whole year coming of me doing and creating and removing and shifting and moving. And you guys, you think a whole year and a half work is going to happen in one day? Right? Like, let's think about that. Yes. So Kathleen M., don't ground. Don't worry about grounding, sunshine. I don't know if you've been watching my videos. Your heart space might be a little closed. It's really good to just keep drawing light into it and meditate. You have to just stay in the here and the now. Yeah, you're welcome. You've missed a few of my videos. It's just super important. Okay, Amy said at least 6 months. Yeah, like this. Okay, so I've been saying that for, okay, see what I'm saying? I was saying things before I actually created them. And these are God's way of saying, hey, for those of you who are willing to be tuned in, for those of you who are willing to listen to her, you have 20 steps ahead of the world. You hear me? At least 20 steps ahead of the world. You guys that have followed me, done the work, listened to what I said, you're ahead of the world. Okay? I mean, minus the light workers that are in tuned as well, they're ahead too, for the most part, right? Some of them went a little gray and some of them will be back. So be mindful of those that are detached from reality. If you've got people talking like there's no earthquakes going on, run. Do not follow them. Pray for them. Send light to them. You can maybe try to plant a seed, but don't waste your energy if they're not hearing you. Do you understand? Because I told you before, it's like God showed me he gave people several opportunities, right? It is like the coming of days. It is, what do you choose? Do you choose light or do you choose dark? United we stand, united you fall. This is going to be heaven on earth, whatever that is. Be mindful. This is not a joke. These are not, oh, maybe tomorrow I'll move. Maybe tomorrow I'll listen to that guidance that's been nudging me. You don't have tomorrow. The only thing you're guaranteed, Spirit said, is right here and right now. Period. Myself included. The only thing we're guaranteed is right here and right now. Okay? So every moment, be mindful where your thoughts are going. Be mindful where your action and energy is going. You don't have to rush for anything other than if your body says move, move. Okay? Yeah, it's like, and you have to be ready also. It's like, so when whatever this complete event is going to be, right? We just got to be ready. That's it. Be ready to support one another. Be ready to recover humanity. I don't know how many times I've said that's been on my board. And I think people really thought that it was nonsensical, maybe. Maybe that when I said recovering humanity just meant emotionally. I don't know. But it's big. All right, this is big. Again, this is bigger than you or I. It's beautiful if you're here. It's beautiful if you can see. It's beautiful if you have light and love, okay? If you're unable to connect, don't panic. It's okay. You're being protected, Kathleen. You're being protected, and I'm hearing that tenfold. And there's a reason for it, because your body could not house that energy right now. Those that have done my workshops and stuff, they're a little more able to house this energy. Like Amy, man, she can house everything I can house. Okay. So just be mindful of that. And so let's see what else Spirit wants to say. Because like I said, I just got out of my shower. I'm like, okay. Like they were nudging me in my shower. I'm like, well, let me keep this in my head while I finish. Well, I got to get dressed, right? And so these are important messages, you guys. So take note, please take note. You know, be mindful. I don't know who lives in those regions. It's different. It's not like their normal areas getting hit. And there's just, it's not done. It's a continual. So if you look at this one, they're continually coming in, you guys. 37, 37, 37, 37. That's all today. 5.0 New Zealand, 5.0 New Zealand. All right. And these were the biggest ones. These were the strongest ones. So these ones were the first day right after I did my thing. Oh, a new earthquake in New Zealand right now off the Kermadec Islands, magnitude 5.0. You see what I'm saying? It is continuing and continuing and continuing. It's not stopping. So be mindful. The work I did not take one day. I'm looking back at when some of these started in February. I'm like, yep, I was doing work then. When did I do the Fiji workshop? I mean, and even before that, you guys, I was doing them on my own. So I lit a few of them on my own. I need to write down all of the pyramids. If you guys happen to know them, let me know. I've got them in my messages to Pamela, and I've got them in my head too, but I've got to write down every pyramid I activated, either with you guys or on my own. There were quite a few. There was like 8, I think. And the earthquakes coincide in the same kind of areas and then scattered out beyond that, and then they're scattering out further. Okay, so even inland, if you go to Oklahoma, they're having earthquakes too, and that's way inland. Okay, Kathleen, amen. That's right. So amen. That's what I'm saying. But remember, if we're looking at this as, oh God, this is not the end of days, but the end of ways. And whoever I am is bringing about heaven on earth. And that's why I played that guy, you guys, is I don't want anybody thinking that, oh God, I'm not perfect. I'm going to go to hell. Okay. You don't have to be perfect. And I've discussed this several times over. I am not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I've made mistakes. I've cussed people out. I used to smoke pot. I didn't drink a lot, but I mean, there's certain things about me, like I don't lie, I don't cheat, I don't steal. I never could do that. It hurts. And I've had many people hurt me and still been very nice to them. Okay. So I'm different in a lot of ways as far as that goes, but nobody's perfect. So I don't want anybody going, oh man, I better repent, or, oh man, like there's no need to live in fear. There is no need for any of that, because if you're in fear, just like he says, if you're in fear, you run the risk of falling, okay, just because your vibration goes so low, and because you may start following those that are detached from reality. It is absolutely so. I can see who's detached and who's not. I can see it, okay, with my naked eye. I don't have to meditate anymore, you guys, to see things. Sean, I love him so much, but I was actually I didn't tell him this, but I was seeing his grandma. Like, I can see things, okay? And so that's what I'm telling you. There's a lot of new energy coming through. There's a lot of new everything coming through, as well as very powerful stuff coming through to help us get rid of what is no longer going to be here, okay? I've said this before. It's what they showed me. How did the gods come in and wipe out what needs to be washed away? They cleanse it with water. Okay, Angela, you said something so perfect about Poseidon and what he's teaching us. And remember, I told you in my workshops, did I mute it? Hold on. I told you in my workshops that Poseidon was coming through in these last ones. And so he is very prevalent. He helped me from Fiji on. He is active. And it's no coincidence that we're hearing about water storms. We're hearing about tsunamis. We're seeing all these earthquakes. I didn't do this alone. The angels helped me. Okay. The gods helped me. I'm getting a correction. Nope. Sorry. Not angels. This is God's work. My bad. Poseidon is a god, but it's real. Like, he is very much so taken over. I did my part. Okay. So the rest is what remains to flow from the energy I've created. And now remember, I have been creating these waves for a year. Boom, boom, and clearing out darkness. Boom, boom, and creating more waves. Boom, of energy, so to speak. Boom, all right? And not only me, yes, I'm powerful, but I've had beings helping, right? So Hermes, Poseidon, you name it. These are powerful players. This is not little work. It's real. And I woke up today feeling amazed. So I want you guys to start relishing in what it really is, right? Don't be afraid. If you don't quite fathom it, don't think you know the outcome. Don't think you have time. That's the biggest message. You're so welcome, Angela. Don't think you have time. Okay, that is the biggest mess. Angela, you're highly connected. I don't know if you need to hear that right now, but they're wanting me to tell you that you are. I don't know if you questioned it. You are very powerful and you are highly connected. So please don't question that right now. We're just in a transition, but you're going to boom. Okay. And so that's coming through for you. You must have questioned something or needed to hear that, maybe needed to feel a little love. And so I'm giving it to you now. All right. But these are just not normal. Okay. And so I don't remember where I was at exactly because that message came through. Sorry. That's what I'm telling you. You see, you guys, it's like I'm not having to, like, it's weird. And so you're not going to understand it. Oh, that's it. Don't think you have time. Don't think like, I feel like somebody is like, oh, like it's what I'm hearing is act and act now. Like this guy was saying, you must be strong. You must be willing to what did he let's listen to him a little bit more. Okay, I want you guys to hear him because he's very in tune. He's a very good motivational speaker. He's like the male component of me, I would say, without all the powers, but he's very connected. So let's just do what he has to say a little bit.
It's going to take strength to step out there without fear. This subconscious program of being perfect, it puts so many people in the vibration of fear and shame. You might say, this work that I'm doing is not perfect. Or maybe you feel yourself. You might not feel, you say you look perfect. The subconscious program that has been pumped out into the people's subconscious mind, it holds people back. It's fake. There is no such thing as perfect. And a lot of people are afraid of being who they truthfully are because of fear that they're not perfect.
Righteousness.
This is a subconscious program. It has been placed within society. We're out here in the light, in the vibration of authenticity on the 5D earth.
It is all 5D
We're not
now.
here to be perfect. We're here to be authentic. Whatever it is that you want to create, create it.
Yes.
The knowledge, the art, the music. Sometimes people have beautiful things to share, but they will never share it because they are fearful of this subconscious program of perfect. Perfect doesn't exist, light warriors. It's part of the matrix, a subconscious program that prevents our society from moving forward, that keeps people in the vibration of fear and shame. You're waiting because maybe it's not perfect. You're not able to share with the world who you truthfully are.
Okay. I'm going to add into that time, right? Time is different. Right now, with what's going on with the weather, we don't have, well, I'll worry about that next week, or Like, we don't know when the next massive one's going to hit and where. Does that make sense to you? So if you're feeling a nudge to do something, do it now, because you might be a key component for somebody else. You might be a key component for your purpose and your savior. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Don't think we have time, and don't think that you can count on others to do things for you anymore, because nobody knows what to do right now. All right, except for a select few of us. So just be mindful of that. Be very mindful. Stand in your power. Stand in what makes you happy, because forget the rest. Forget what we used to know in the fake programming. Okay. Forget what we used to know in, well, if I do this, they're not going to like it, or they're going to think I'm crazy. Your reality has changed. It has shifted. We must let go of the old ways. You don't have time to sit back now and go, well, what if I do this? And I'm afraid to be alone. If you're afraid to leave somebody because you're afraid to be alone, you may go down with them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Don't be afraid of anything. You have to create the space to make somebody new to come in. If you want somebody higher to come in, they're not going to come in while you're with somebody lower. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And so time is different. You need to let go of the concept of I have time. You need to let go of the concept of, oh my God, I'm not perfect. All these mistakes I made. Oh my God, if this is the coming of days. Oh my God, screw that. Okay. All you had to do was let in light. That's it. All right. So the people who've been doing the work over this year, I'm pretty sure you're okay. Right. It's those who are completely detached from reality. It's those who are completely programmed and then made the dark, dark choices repeatedly. All right. That are going to have, they're not going to be able to attach here. Okay. So again, you cannot ground for a while. Those that were in my pyramid workshop, they're extending the pyramid protection. Okay. Because this shift is very powerful. Very. I mean, look at the weather. Yep. Yeah. Feeling it for sure. So his biggest message, don't be afraid, be authentic to you, because nobody else is you, and nobody else is going to tell you they know where to go either, because they don't, right? So we have taken it from a falsehood. We've taken it from kind of like following the ants in line world to, this is your reality. You're supposed to create from your beauty, be in your joy, and that's what's going to make your world go round. Do you understand? I know it's really hard to understand that. I'm choosing to be in the here and the now. I'm met with resistance on certain things, so I'm like backing up. Okay. I'm letting more love into my heart right now. So Kathleen, even though it feels like we can't open our heart, where can you let more love in? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Where can you sit back and just be like, I'm going to enjoy this loving moment, and I'm just going to let this love in my heart, because I do feel like you've got some healing to do there, and rightfully so. It's coming for you. But so just be mindful of that, you guys. What does love have to do with it, right? Let that love in. Okay. You have to be accepting. If you need to be in forgiveness mode, be in forgiveness mode, because again, that's going to come as well. We still have truths to come out, right? We still have a lot going on. And people can go, holy shit, right? Like I feel weird energy. I feel some people backing up that were not backing up before. Do not isolate either. Okay. Super important. So I'm going to pull a card. I'm just going to finish brushing my hair really quick. But I want you guys, did I share his link? I think I did. I want you guys to be super mindful from who's detached from reality. Stay in the here and the now. You cannot ground to the earth, but you can absolutely connect with her for a moment, right? We got to let the event occur. Okay. It's massive, you guys. I expanded her core. I brought in Atlantis, and we combined and I activated the Merkaba of the earth, and the work I did is unprecedented and no joke. And that was just the final pieces that really created the end of the boom, and then all of the boom coming. Does that make sense? It's really hard to explain. But the work I did has been over a whole year. So a whole year of energetic work of pulling out dark, shoving in light, right? And so you can look at it as energetic waves for a whole year. Okay. And so it's not going to be over tomorrow. Don't set the stage to where you know what's coming. If you are being nudged to get away from people, there's a reason. If you're afraid to be alone, think again. You won't be alone. You're going to go into people who are more in line with your vibration. That's the purpose. Okay, so be mindful of whatever's nudging you. Be mindful of your thoughts. All of it is very real. If you want to go back and look on my videos, you'll find more info, right? It will all line up. Yes, love, 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 love is the highest vibe. Gigi has got it. That's right. So that's what love's got to do with it, okay? Let in higher lights of love, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to share that love, right? And I've picked the person I'm going to share it with right now. And to me, he is the one that should be sharing. I should be sharing it with. And I'm really happy about that. And to me, that's about expanding it. So any way we can expand love, the better, okay? Again, Earth is no longer housing third dimensional things. It's just not. And so be careful of that. It's really weird to see the mainstream media not posting about the weather. That's totally strange. That's a big hello. Here's your sign, right? Here's your sign. What more of a sign do I have to give? The earthquakes lining up to the date that I did the workshop wasn't enough. Like, the whole of them and the areas. I mean, come on. What were the things? So I went to Brazil. I went to Indonesia, Machu Picchu, Peru, Machu Picchu, Peru, right? Do I have that right? It's such a weird one to say. And these were channeled. I have them written down somewhere. I've been to Thailand. These are the pyramids. And then it was Indonesia. Oh God, see, I've got to really go over the list again. I have talked about them before. And so again, I will post the list. I will bring it on the next video I do and show you guys everyone I did again in order in which I did them. Fiji was a big one. Okay, so the ones I did with the gods and with Poseidon, right, were Fiji and then the last one. So I had 2 workshop activations and the rest I think I did on my own. They were simpler, shining light through them, activating them, cleansing them. Before I could even do that last one, you guys, I had to unattach certain things from the earth so they didn't explode. Like, this is no joke. The energy is massive. There's no getting around that. And if you think you're not going to feel it, then you're definitely detached from this earth. Do you understand? So be mindful. Okay. I feel like some of our loved ones may be detached. So just either send love, send light, plant a seed, but don't get caught up in it. Okay. Don't lose your focus. Don't be afraid. Fear is a low vibration. Go to love. Be authentic to every bit of who you are. It is no longer a fake society. It is no longer a fake world. We can create out of music and art. That, you know, seems to be the best way to make a living, in my opinion, right? Because music and art is everything. If you can base everything you do out of music and art, you're golden. Do you understand? Like, listen to the way this guy talks. I know I'm not the best at that. I'm very much a teacher, right? I'm a behavioral psychology type stuff. But listen to the way he talks. He's got a rhythm. He's got a beat. All right. And so that's a really good insight message right there for you guys. Okay. Create from a space of music and art, and everything you do will be from your soul. And I'm getting chills as I say that. Art and music is authentic to self, but universal at the same time. Okay. Such a different world. I'm telling you, it's such a different world. All right. So again, medical field's going to change. Judicial stuff's going to change. Nothing's going to be the same. All right. Don't stop moving right now and just sit still and go, I'm just going to wait for the world to crash. Follow your guidance, be authentic to yourself, still keep creating in 5D because you might help people transition. Every one of you that has followed me and worked with me, you're part of the front line. So do your part, okay? If spirit nudges you to do something, do it. Don't be in fear anymore and stop living small or you could be in trouble. And don't follow what's detached. If you want to say this girl's nuts, mainstream media is not posting about this, it's no big deal. I feel like somebody is saying it's no big deal. We have time. Look, nobody's died yet. Call it a warning. All right. Call what's happening right now a warning, like the calm before the actual storm. Okay. That's what I've heard. All right. This is kind of the calm before the storm. And if this is the calm before the storm, then what the hell is the storm? Now that is a good question, right? If this is the calm before the storm, what's the storm? New Zealand is continually getting hit, and they're expected to get another 8.0. California is expected to get another 7.0 anytime now, you guys. This is not a week from now. We don't know. Look at all these in California. Oh, looks like there might be another one coming through. See, that's why I like this one, because he's doing a constant live stream of them all. It's 413. Now, don't sit here and focus on them. You don't have to do that, all right? You just don't. I mean, unless you're in California, then I would say start hightailing. You probably need to leave, or at least go as far inland as you can. Again, I don't like to create fear, and I don't want to say that I know exactly what's going to happen. I've done the work. I know what Spirit shows me. Parts of the world is going to go in the water. Okay. I've seen water coming in a bridge on San Francisco, not the Golden Gate Bridge. It's another one. It's like gray, green or gray. I think it was gray. I don't remember. It was like 6 months ago I started talking about that. All right. So be mindful. Yeah, Kathleen. So yeah, not only were they hiding, so the mainstream media has been manipulating you guys forever. Oh, magnitude 8. See, Oklahoma and Kansas are getting them now. So magnitude 2.8. Okay, so don't think just because you're going to go to the center of the earth, you're going to be fine. Or the center of land, right? Sometimes it's just right where we're at, whether it seems scary or not. But the mainstream media has always been paid for by the people who have controlled you, manipulated you, spent their whole lifetime creating this system and structure of horribleness, which is what we've wiped out. The mainstream media is going bye-bye, so please do not follow them. Facebook will go bye-bye. I've been saying that for a while. I cannot put my energy there for that reason, okay? Mainstream media is completely detached right now. They're not saying anything about the weather. They're not saying anything about reality. It's all smoke screens. And I detached it, okay? So I'm not even sure, to be honest with you, they can see reality. Does that make sense? Because I completely detached what was no longer going to be 5D. You guys, that's no joke. I've been warning people for a whole year. What do you choose? Are you letting light in? You have to choose. Open your heart. Do this, do that. I'm shaking up the muck to be removed. Like, I know it sounded crazy. I know people, and this is why I got frustrated with my gifts. Like, who's really going to listen to all this, right? Some of you heard me because you're in tune, okay? Because you're able to listen to your body. Because you know shit's not real. And so what the media would do is the more people they could get to focus on one thing would make it a reality. So they made you believe Obama won before he even won, and they made it a reality. They made people believe this virus was more deadly. I'm not saying it wasn't deadly, but they made you believe it was more deadly than it was. And that became everybody's fear-based reality. That way they could push this vaccine. That way they could push all this stuff, okay? This is what they've done for centuries upon centuries. It's all been designed. I have undone these contracts. Words are very powerful. Okay, pay attention to the words I use. It's almost like a poem that comes through, right? 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. Okay, everything is strategic. Understand? You think that I'm the only one who knew that power? No, they used that power and manipulated people. Why do you think they created a fear of number 13 or a fear of these certain things? It's to keep you away from what was right. Okay. And so they've been detached. Remember the stamp, and I told you that it was completely detached. All right. And I know it's kind of hard to fathom. And I know at least one of you is kind of detaching from what's going on, and you can't do that right now. You just can't. It's not going to change it. All right. We can't feel guilty for bringing heaven to earth. We can't feel guilty for knocking out what was corrupt. All right. So those of you who've worked with me, don't think like, oh my God, I didn't know what that was. I feel guilty or manipulated. I feel that's in the energy field a little bit. Don't do that. This was a beautiful gift. And if you're doing that, you're kind of shoving it back in God's face saying, why me? Right. And I did that before. Don't do that. All right. It was a gift. It was a gift to be a part of this shift. It was a gift to help free love. All right. That's what this is about. We're bringing freedom like you've never seen it. Yes, Amy, that's right. That is right. So if Yellowstone blows, we're going to be in trouble. Oh, good. Your daughter's family moved from California a month ago, Gigi. So see, they were in tune, weren't they? Yep, they were already listening and they already moved. So congratulations there. I would be thanking the heavens. And then Amy said they're saying there is a volcano in Yellowstone that is getting ready to. So I posted one of my last videos about Yellowstone and the animals, right? Migrating. And I told you I pulled a card on the animals, paying attention to the animals, you know, 222, right when I said that. And I can't be on too much longer. I've got somewhere to go soon. But oh, another one in New Zealand right now, 5.0. Okay, this is no joke. So yes, and they didn't follow the animals out of there. Okay, that's the problem. They should have been like, oh man, they're migrating where they don't migrate. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's follow them. The animals are smart when it comes to the earth. A fire is different. A fire is different than the earthquake. They can feel the vibrations way more than we can. All right, birds included. Birds are very in tune. All animals of the earth are way in tune, okay? As far as man-made disasters, like a fire that comes ripping through, they don't always hear it or feel it, and they don't always have time to get out. And so in those cases, it's not always able to follow the animals. In the case of earthquakes, you can follow the animals, okay? They kind of have an idea of where the safest spot to stand is. Okay. If Yellowstone goes, yeah, that's going to be an issue. And I didn't heal that one, and I didn't heal San Andreas Fault. And remember, I told you they had me heal a certain few things. I healed Mount Rainier like months before. Sean was with me when I did that one, and I've noticed that one's nice and calm. So the ones I did heal are nice and calm. The others, I would guarantee, they're probably going to go. I have spent a year going, whoom, whoom. All right. Oh, CGG. Oh my goodness. So that was good. Military can be smart at times too. And it's whatever was bad has been detached. Okay. And so what seems detached, you can tell. If you're awake, you can tell to what's detached. It's just they almost seem like they're the zombies now, right? Like they're not in reality. They're off in La La Land doing their own thing. Let me check my phone. Okay, I'm just making sure nobody messaged me because I'm spending some time with my YouTube family. All right. So just be very mindful of your surroundings and all of that stuff. You guys, if let's say everything's going to go, what are you going to do, right? There's nowhere you can really run to. If you're in California, I would definitely say leave. But there's nowhere you can really run. In Texas, I wouldn't go to, by the way. I've noticed Texas doesn't feel right to me. It feels like a red. Texas feels red for whatever that means. It just doesn't feel like that would be the place you would want to escape to from California, if that makes sense. It might not be the one. Maybe go right above it. I don't know. Maybe go to the highest points of it. But they're having like electrical outages and different things too. And so just be mindful of that everybody is going to be affected in some way, shape, or form, including myself, you guys. We are changing the earth in a way that has never been done before. I'm not just bringing in floods and wiping everybody out, right? I've done a lot of work of healing certain things and releasing others. All right. So I have moved energy for a year. I will repeat that. I have moved energy for over a year. There is no way it's going to end in a day or two or a week or two. Okay. I mean, the event might come within this week, but I'm just saying this is massive and it's taken me a long time. All right. So those are not mine again. Let me look. Woo-hoo. Yep. That's so cool, huh? I know. See, there's always like, you got to know that God takes care of us too, right? Like whatever happens is purposeful and it's actually meant to be beautiful. All right. But again, if you were in this last workshop in Fiji, take care of yourself because I'm changing. Okay. I will repeat. My body is changing right now. I feel it. And I have to be super gentle with myself, super kind with myself. And I will not expend energy where I cannot right now because I have to be ready. We have to be strong. But at the same time, I'm taking the time out to enjoy things like I've never enjoyed them before. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Enjoy the earth. Go love the earth. Go talk to her. She needs it just as much as you do. All right. She's gone through a lot. I've put her through a lot this last year. The earth is not the same. Like, I don't know how else to express that. I know it's really far-fetched and hard to understand, but it's very real. If you can't pay attention to what's going on and see that it's very real, then maybe you're detached. So just be mindful. And so again, these are continual, you guys. Some are not big, but what do these create? You think all of these are going to create nothing? There's residual energy moves, right? It's like, oh, look, Peru. See, that's Machu Picchu, Peru is where I went. So it doesn't surprise me it's Peru. You know, New Zealand was right by Fiji. Fiji's around there, isn't it? Japan. I went to Thailand. I activated one there, you guys, like all over. There was at least 8 of them and they were spread out pretty well. And so just be completely mindful. But again, be in love and light. Don't worry about nothing. Be authentically you. Do not follow the wrong people right now. Big time. Do not follow the wrong people right now. If you've been pushed to leave people, there's a reason. Don't worry about being alone. Don't worry about the old ways coming through. You cannot think in old ways. If you're still thinking in old ways, you better check yourself. You better check your system, all right? Do not think in old ways, or it could cause confusion. It can cause sickness. It can cause all kinds of things right now, all right? And so if you've got loved ones who are sick, maybe they're purging some of that too. So just be mindful of that. Energy works in mysterious ways, you guys. Okay, and it can be unpredictable, and it can move, and it can have a mind of its own. Excuse me. Energy is not dead. Energy is alive. And I know because I work with it on a massive level. What I did is nobody else on this earth can do. I know energy better than anybody. I can guarantee that. And I know this earth better than anybody here. I can guarantee you that too. I don't care what they say. I know this earth better than anybody here. So when I tell you to love her, it'll change your world. All right. Yeah, Oklahoma is just getting hit right now. So I'm going to look at the cards really quick. I pulled 4 of them. And this goes with everything I've really been talking about. Again. Again. All right. So the first one is 36, second chakra, Archangel Ariel. This is about getting creative. This is about self-love, self-acceptance, self-perseverance. I'm hearing, okay, another 5.0 in New Zealand too. So those 2 are right by each other. See what I'm saying, you guys? It's continual. And so what happens when energy keeps moving? You think nothing happens from that? Energy continually moves. Okay, it doesn't just stop. But anyways, get creative, be authentically you. This is what this is saying. Make sure that you are open. Make sure your chakras are open and cleared. They might have info for you. If they're blocked, then you might be really struggling. If your world outside you is not feeling good or not looking good, it could be because of something is off on the inside. All right. And this second chakra will also help you feel good. It will help you feel beautiful, help you feel comforted in this time. It will help you feel free. It will help you feel supported. And it will help you awaken that beautiful mother goddess energy that is extremely inbound everywhere right now. Okay. So keep that in mind. The other card is Goddess of the Moon. 52 I'm being drawn to, number 7. All right. And so this is hard work pays off. You must be strong right now. We must be willing to fight for what we want, for what we wish, for what we feel, for what we see, and so on. Okay. Because if this is as big as I see it being, you do not want to fall the wrong way. So you have to be strong. You have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to only be in the here and the now. Surrender completely. If you're not surrendering, you could be in trouble. All right. And so that's what I'm hearing there too. Please surrender completely. Now, this one is big time. Okay. Hostilities. All right. This one is representing like I talked about the other day, is that when I did this final one, it's like the energy really shifted. What was evil got more evil. What is dark got darker. I don't know if you want to use the word evil. That's a limited construct word. So I do apologize. I need to like use an eraser and get that one out of my head. But um, be weary, be leery, be weary, be careful with hostilities. I feel them. Anger is coming about. If you didn't release a lot of things, you could definitely be feeling it within yourself, be going into the mind space of shit, I failed. Remember, like that guy said, nobody's perfect. Perfect is a false word as well. But as I've risen the energies and before it's wiped out, there's a lot of darkness in play. Right. So please be weird, be very careful with hostilities right now. I'm going to protect my energy and I suggest you guys do the same. All right. And then in the end, it is victory. Right. This tells me it is not the end of days again. Okay. It will be all right. United we stand. United you fall. Understand? All right. So there's going to be beautiful victory. There's going to be victory in whatever you put your energy into in a positive way. So if you want a new job and you feel like, well, maybe now is not the time, why not? Go ahead and start putting the energy there. Go ahead and start putting what is out to create your reality. Okay? There's no reason not to. What was old is already detached. And so don't worry about failing. Let that word go. Let those limited lower vibration words go. Super, super, super important right now. Super, super, super important. Oh, beautiful. Hi, Roger. Hi. Whoop, whoop. He takes the time to bless Mother Gaia. You know what, Roger? I really believe you when you say that. You are such a beautiful soul. And I feel like you do connect with her deeply. And so thank you for that. We need more guys like you, Roger. We really, really do. And so I hope you can kind of create your own little army. And that's, I do feel connected to you because of that. Like you are such a beautiful light, Roger. And I need you to know that. And we need more guys like you for sure. This world needs more guys like you, okay? Like you and like Sean and that's just what's going to come about, right? We're going to appreciate women on a new level like we always should appreciate motherhood, appreciate our children, appreciate the earth, appreciate love. All of these beautiful things are coming into play. So let them rise, let them come about, let them become your new reality, okay? And so, yeah, I am still drained. I'm not kidding you when I tell you that last workshop took these workshops this whole year. Everything I've done, not even beyond the workshops wasn't the only thing that I did the work through. It was constant. I'm not kidding. I told you about pretty much every other day. I did a lot of work. If I tell you it all, I could write a book, like no joke. And I will. And so just remember that energy is continually moving until it's all said and done, until you see that calm, until the light shines again. And what's done is done. What's going to fall has already fallen. Understand? And so who knows how long that's going to take. Let go of time. You do not have time to say, oh, this isn't real, or oh, a week from now it'll hit. We don't know when they're going to hit. These things are continually hitting. They're continually predicting more. In California, 2 hours ago, Almanor got a 2.8. Okay, so looks like they're continually getting a lot of 2.0s in California, and they're expecting a 7.0 anytime now. All right, hear me when I tell you, shit's real. And if you need to move, don't wait. If you feel like you need to move, I would put the energy there. All right, I would do that work now. If you don't feel you need to move, then don't. Maybe you're right where you're supposed to be. Who knows who's really safe? I can tell you California probably isn't, especially San Francisco. I believe what I saw, right? Everything I've done. I mean, I don't think they're going to give me a false visual. Let's just put it that way. And I don't think it's just metaphorical, obviously. Earthquakes create movement. Earthquakes are caused by movement, by shifting. So each one of these, okay, let's put it this way. Spirit's kind of showing me this. I create movement. It takes time to move and create more movement and so on and so forth. Okay, and so that's what's kind of happening. The Earth's moving, creating earthquakes, which are creating more movement. All of this is residual, and it's just building up. Okay? It's building up. Unless they all ceased to exist, and then we give it time to let that keep moving and finish out what it was going to create. But it's not stopping. It's continually going. It's continually moving. There's another one there in Oklahoma. Oklahoma's getting hit bad right by Kansas right now. But they're smaller, right? But Lord knows when they change. So just be mindful. I don't see it all stopping because, again, I've spent a year moving this energy. And then the pyramids were big. I kept telling you guys I didn't want to do it. Like, I freaked out. And I tried to blow out my solar. I blew out my solar. I didn't try to. I blew it out. And I tried to not do the workshops, and I couldn't not do it. So be mindful. I love you all so very much. I'm sorry I can't just blast out some personal messages. I really want to. I'm going to go out and about out in the world today. So I'm going to do a recorded video from there. Okay. And I might do some more channel messages there, but it won't be live. And I will try to do a live here soon where I am back at you, giving you all some messages too. Remember, I did work nobody else did. I can't express to you how much of myself it took to do that work. And I have to make sure I'm healed. Okay. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions before I get ready to go out of this negative energy into some beautiful, beautiful light? Oh. Aw. Oh, Roger, that is beautiful. Oh, Roger, that is beautiful. Thank you. Like, I don't know how else to express how much gratitude I feel for you doing that. Like, that is absolutely beautiful. And I think that's what the earth needs right now. You're so welcome, Angela. I hope you guys have a terrific day too. Stay safe, stay mindful. Do not follow what is detached. Okay? Do not follow what is detached. If people are still having a hard time seeing what I've done, seeing what's going on, and they're kind of there, maybe help them. But as far as everything else, let everything else go. Okay. Thank you, Amy. I'm going to enjoy my day. I'm going to go say hi to the earth and play in her and do what Roger does all the time and be in love and share the love and bring my kids into that. And that's what we're going to do. Right. I can't move today, so I'm going to make sure I'm making love. Let's go make love to everything. I like that. All right, you guys. Ooh, sorry about the funky screens. Enjoy all of your day. Go make love to everything. I love you all. I will see you soon. Okay. Look, another one in California. If you're going to leave, I would leave. All right. Bye, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye.